Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 3rd. It is 12:06 in the morning. Okay, so this is my stuff from St. Vincent. This is the notebook that Jeannie gave me to write in from the book. And I read another book of my choice. And I wrote some notes from it too. Out of the book. I wrote down stuff. So she told me to write down stuff that I thought pertained to me. Steal some notes. Or some notes. Okay. I wrote down substance abuse, alcohol, 2001, 2003, 2004, suicide thoughts, severe mood shifts, extreme reactivity to situational stresses, frequent displays of anger, stress-related feelings. Sustained periods of contentment are foreign. I was anorexic in high school. Oops, I was talking about anorexia. There was only one time I had a core sense of identity. I felt like I lost my identity whenever Dave and I got divorced in 2001. So they often adapt like chameleons to environment, situations, or companions of the moment, like the character in Woody Allen's film Zelig. During periods of loneliness, he will go on bouts of alcohol binges, a little absent parenting, not a whole lot, just a little. Emotional deprivation. I forgot what she said that was. Abuse. Invalidation, unstable relationships, usually short-lived. Turbulence, that's relationships, turbulence in the relationships. Hypersensitivity to touching and preference for interpersonal distance among individuals with a past of childhood maltreatment. I put the opposite. I'm the opposite of that. The individual with BPD cannot tolerate human inconsistencies. It's not that I can't tolerate them. It's just that it upsets me sometimes. Synthesize. Oh, I forgot to ask what that was. I guess I could look it up in the dictionary. The dictionary's in there. Stormy relationships. Despite feeling continually victimized by others, a borderline individual desperately seeks out new relationships for solitude, even temporary loneliness. The person with BPD will flee to singles bars, the arms of recent pickups somewhere, anywhere to meet someone who might save her from the torment. That's what I did in 2001, but I didn't know I was borderline personality back then. Back then, in 2003 or 2004, I was diagnosed as bipolar. Yet in BPD, relationships often disintegrate quickly. Maintaining closeness with her requires an understanding of the syndrome and a willingness to walk a long, perilous tightrope. Too much closeness, keeping one's distance, or leaving her alone recalls the sense of an abandonment she felt as a child. In either case, the borderline individual reacts intensely. In a sense, someone with BPD is like an emotional explorer who carries only a sketchy map of interpersonal relations. He finds it extremely difficult to gauge the optimal psychic distance from others, particularly significant others. To compensate, he caroms, I have no idea what that is, back and forth, clinging dependency to angry manipulation, from gushes of gratitude to fits of irrational anger. He fears abandonment, so he clings. He fears engulfment, so he pushes away. He craves intimacy and is terrified of it at the same time. He winds up repelling those with whom he most wants to connect. And that is all for that thing. Oh, no, here's some more. Socioeconomic factors might lead to higher incidence among the poor. Sigmund Freud, Thomas Wolfe, A Streetcar Named Desire, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Oh, these were movies. They were talking about movies that it was okay. It was saying that I had thought this like a long time ago, and this is like my creative thinking, and evidently somebody else has it too. That they put like these personalities. They were saying they were naming off movies that has like these people with like, and it was like these personalities were, they made them into like, these people were the personalities that that it was talking about. And so these are the names of the movies. A Streetcar Named Desire, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Cabaret, Taxi Driver, Network, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Bizet's Opera. And then I have no idea what I wrote. Pete Davidson and Brandon Marshall. I have no idea. I wrote this out. I forgot. And then page 22. The discriminating factor, however, is that not all of us are controlled by the syndrome to the degree that it disrupts or rules our lives. And the doctor was saying that it's this illness, the borderline personality that's doing this. So that's what she said. She said that that's what's doing this, is the borderline personality disorder. I had no idea. I was like, so your brain can manifest feelings inside your body. I had no idea. So, yeah, so that's what they said. So, okay, so that is all for that. Those are my notes that I wrote. Okay, thank you for watching.